A woman, 37 years old. First consultation on September 21, 1979. For more than 3 years, she had continuously heard someone talking to her, which is an auditory hallucination. This symptom had become more severe over the past year. The patient had originally moved to another place to live with her husband, being unfamiliar with the surroundings and having strained relations with neighbors. She felt persistently depressed. After a prolonged period of emotional depression, this symptom gradually appeared. Starting in October 1976, she became aware of voices speaking to her. At first, the voices were faint, then gradually became louder. By 1978, the condition worsened. Even amid the noise of busy streets, she could still hear the voices. In addition, she felt that the voices were teaching her how to respond. On one occasion, she heard a voice instructing her to take a knife and cut her own neck. She actually picked up the knife, but fortunately her family discovered this in time and took the knife away, preventing an accident. Although she had taken many Chinese medicines and Western medicines, none were effective. Eventually, she returned to her hometown to seek treatment from a Chinese medicine doctor. The patient appeared mentally dull, with a flat expression and little inclination to speak. In addition to the above symptoms, she also experienced dizziness, palpitations, inability to sleep, frequent nightmares, and being easily startled. The tip of the tongue was red. The coating covering the surface of the tongue was dry and white in color. The wrist pulse was floating, palpable with light pressure, and felt smooth and flowing. The doctor considered that the patient had insufficient internal fluids and that heat was dispersing outward. Treatment should use medicines to replenish fluids and guide heat back inward. Prescription:
lily bulb, 50 grams, Rehmannia root, 20 grams, fossil bone, raw, 20 grams, oyster shell, raw, 50 grams, polygala root, 15 grams, Ophiopogon tuber, 15 grams, Schizandra fruit, 5 grams, Poria, 20 grams, aged tangerine peel, 15 grams, licorice root, 10 grams, bamboo shavings, 15 grams. This was 1 day's dosage. The herbs were decocted together into a soup, which was taken in 2 divided doses within 1 day. Second consultation on October 4. After taking the medicine for 10 days, the patient's mental state improved, with marked improvement in her dullness, and occasional smiles appeared on her face. The auditory hallucinations were still present, but were significantly reduced. Most importantly, she was able to control herself and no longer responded to the hallucinated voices, something she had never been able to do before. The doctor adjusted the previous prescription and continued treatment. Second prescription. Method of decoction, same as before. Lily bulb, 50 grams. Rehmannia root, raw, 20 grams. Oyster shell, raw, 50 grams. Fossil bone, raw, 20 grams. Polygala root, 15 grams. Ophiopogon tuber, 15 grams. Poria, 20 grams. Albizia flower, 30 grams. Wheat, 50 grams. Licorice root, 15 grams. Jujube, 6 pieces. And Schizandra fruit, 15 grams. Third consultation on October 16th. After taking the medicine for 10 days, the patient's mental state improved further. She was able to sleep 5 to 6 hours, and nightmares decreased. The auditory hallucinations were greatly reduced. The floating quality of the pulse was also reduced. A small amount of fluids appeared on the surface of the tongue. The doctor continued treatment using the second consultation prescription. Fourth consultation on October 30th. After taking the medicine for 10 days, the patient's mental confusion was markedly reduced. Although auditory hallucinations still occurred occasionally, the voices had become very faint. Dizziness and palpitations were reduced, and the sense of fear was alleviated. However, there was still a feeling of oppression and vexation in the chest. The pulse could only be felt with firm pressure. The doctor added medicines to the previous prescription to disperse constrained qi. Prescription: lily bulb by He, 50 grams. Rehmannia root, raw, Shang Di, 20 grams. Fossil bone, raw, Shang Longu, 25 grams. Oyster shell, raw, Shang Mu Li, 20 grams. Albizia flower, He Huan Hua, 20 grams. Licorice root, Gan Sao, 15 grams. Wheat, Xiao Mai, 50 grams. Jujube, Da Zao, 6 pieces. Cyperus rhizome, Xiang Fu, 15 grams. Bupleurum root, Chai Hu, 15 grams. Green tangerine peel, Qing Pi, 15 grams. Red peony root, Qi Shao, 15 grams. Aged tangerine peel, Chen Pi, 15 grams. Fifth consultation on November 13th. After taking the medicine for 12 days, the condition continued to improve. Her mental state had basically returned to normal. Auditory hallucinations appeared only occasionally and were very mild. The doctor changed the prescription, using medicines to regulate qi and shui. This was to help relieve the internal emotional constraint. Prescription: peach kernel, Tao Ren, 25 grams. Cyperus rhizome, Xiang Fu, 15 grams. Green tangerine peel, Qing Pi, 15 grams. Bupleurum root, Chai Hu, 15 grams. Pinellia rhizome, Ban Sha, 15 grams. Achebia stem, Mu Tang, 15 grams. Aged tangerine peel, Chen Pi, 15 grams. Areca husk, Da Fu Pi, 15 grams. Red peony root, Qi Shao, 20 grams. Perilla seed, Suzi, 15 grams. Mulberry bark, Song Pi, 15 grams. Licorice root, Gan Cao, 15 grams. Wheat, Xiao Mai, 50 grams. And jujube, Da Zao, 5 pieces. After taking the medicine for 10 days, the auditory hallucinations had basically disappeared. Her demeanor was the same as a normal person. She could converse and laugh. Sleep was normal and appetite increased markedly. Her complexion became rosy. She appeared completely different from before. The doctor advised stopping the medication and observing. Follow-up over time showed that the illness did not recur. Notes: 1. Shui is a TCM term is produced from extremely refined substances after being transformed by qi. It is responsible for nourishing and moistening the entire body, and it is also the material foundation for our mental and thought activities. Shui is different from blood. 2. Qi is a TCM term for an extremely minute, highly vital substance that circulates constantly within the human body. This includes the qi of breathing. Qi drives and stimulates various physiological activities in the human body. The cessation of its movement signifies the end of life. Some substances in the human body are constantly present yet invisible, and some even exist only when the human body is alive, such as the qi of breathing.